Hello everyone, I'm Sarah of Rich Textures Crochet and welcome. Today we're going to learn how to crochet the 3D twisted granny stitch. Now you can see the stitch here. It is a beautifully textured crochet stitch. Kind of has this diagonal appearance, resembles the Alpine stitch and maybe the leaf stitch a little bit. Kind of has that same feel with these front post stitches worked here. One thing to note about this pattern is that, as you can see here, it does curl forward a little bit. That's because all of the texture is on the one side, so you'll want to keep that in mind when you're using it in a crochet pattern. It does like to curl forward. This is the back of it, so all the texture is there and design on the opposite side, on the front side. Today for the tutorial I'm going to be using a little bit of the Heatherly yarn by We Crochet and Knit Picks, as well as a 5mm or an H8 crochet hook. You'll want a copy of the free written instructions, which are on my website at richtexturescrochet.com, and I've included that link directly in the description of this video. Also down in the description you'll find direct links to my 2 crochet books, Intermediate Crochet Stitches and Barn Quilt Blankets. Both of them are available for purchase on Amazon, and they are linked down there for you. So thank you so much for joining me. While you're here, I invite you to take a look around. Don't forget to subscribe. This channel is updated every single week with free crochet patterns and stitch tutorials. Let's grab our hooks and yarn and get started. Now our stitch today is worked in rows. We're going to start by making a slip knot. You're then going to work a foundation chain, and your foundation chain today will need to be a multiple of 4 stitches plus 2. So I'm going to begin by working a chain of 22 chains. There's 20, which is my multiple of 4, plus 1, 2 more. Now for row 1, we're going to begin by working a single crochet into the second chain from our hooks, and then single crochet into each chain all the way across. I am working in the back bumps of my foundation chain here. For this pattern, it doesn't matter. You can work in whichever loop in the chain you wish. At the end of row 1, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. We're now going to set ourselves up a little bit here to work the texture in our pattern. So for row 2, we're going to begin by working 1 double crochet into the first stitch. Our chain 1 does not count as a stitch, so you're working right into the base of that turning chain. Work 1 double crochet. You're then going to skip the next stitch, and into your next work 3 double crochet stitches. Skip the next stitch and double crochet into your next. You're going to repeat this all the way across. Skip the next stitch, work 3 double crochets into your next. Skip the next stitch and double crochet into the next. Repeat this all the way across. You're going to finish off the row with a single double crochet worked into the final stitch. I'm here at the end of my row and I'm working my final double crochet into the final stitch. You can then chain 1 and turn your work. Now for row 3, we're going to work a return row of single crochet stitches. So for row 3, single crochet into that first stitch, and then single crochet into each stitch all the way across. At the end of your row 3, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. Now for row 4, we're going to begin by working 2 double crochet stitches into our first stitch. We're now going to skip the next stitch and then into our next stitch work 1 double crochet. So skip 1, double crochet. You're then going to skip the next stitch and around the post of the next stitch, 2 rows below, you're going to work 3 double crochet stitches. So we're skipping the next stitch, and then our next stitch is here, and just below it you will see your single double crochet stitch. Around this post you're going to work 3 double crochet stitches. So yarn over, bring your hook in front of your work and insert your hook from front, around back, and out through the front again, around the post of that double crochet stitch. Yarn over and complete your double crochet. There's 1. We want to work 2 more around the post of the same stitch. So that's 1, then 2, and 3. You're then going to skip the next stitch, and this is the stitch above the next double crochet, and into your next stitch work 1 double crochet stitch. So note when you are working around the post of a stitch below, it's as though you're working in that stitch up top, so you're not going to include that in your counting. You're then going to skip the next stitch, and around the post of the next stitch but 2 rows below your singular double crochet, you're going to work 3 double crochet stitches. Skip the next stitch and work a double crochet just into the next. You're going to repeat that all the way across. Skip the next stitch, around the post of the next stitch but 2 rows below work 3 double crochets. Skip the next stitch and double crochet into the next. All the way across until you come to that final stitch. Skip the next stitch, double crochet. You'll have 2 stitches remaining. You're going to skip the next stitch, and then into this final stitch we're just going to work 2 double crochet stitches. You started with 2 double crochets and now we're going to finish with 2 double crochets. That brings you to the end of your row 4. You're then going to chain 1, turn your work, and work for row 5 your return row of single crochet stitches. So single crochet into the first stitch and then single crochet into each stitch all the way across. At the end of row 5, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. Now for row 6, we're going to begin by working 1 double crochet into our first stitch. You're then going to skip the next stitch, and around the post of the next stitch 2 rows below, you're going to work 3 double crochet stitches. Skip the next stitch, and into your next work 1 double crochet stitch. You're going to repeat this all the way across, skip the next stitch, around the post of the next stitch 2 rows below, work 3 double crochet stitches, skip the next stitch and double crochet into your next. Repeat all the way across. When you come all the way across to your final stitch, we're going to finish off row 6 by working 1 double crochet into the final single crochet. Chain 1, turn your work, and now for the rest of the pattern, you're simply going to repeat your rows 3, 4, 5, and 6. So your row 3 was your single crochet in each stitch all the way across, followed by your 2 double crochets before working your front post stitch texture, and then a single crochet row, and then your final row 6, which we just completed. And that's all there is to working this 3D twisted granny stitch. So thank you so much for joining me, and once again I invite you to take a look around. Don't forget to subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Until then, happy crocheting. Bye.